Oh, you're looking festive today. Hey, St. Paul Peterson here with my co-host,
Brian Snowman Powers.
What is the deal? What's going on?
Well, we got the new primitives on today.
All right.
And some dressed in my Mardi Gras traditional New Orleans garb. I've got something for you.
Uh-oh.
This is handmade by my late grandmother. A little feather boa action, a little Mardi Gras tradition I'd like to bestow upon you if I can get it untangled.
Nice. She's got good taste. I like it.
No, it sheds kind of like you, so, you just get on that.
Yeah. Well, so if you're playing, who's the man of the board?
Matt, my dear friend, one of the most amazing engineers I've ever met, Brother Adam Krinsky, is going to be on the board today. Come on,
guys!
Whoa, guys! It's good to see you guys, man. It's a pleasure.
Well,
I don't want to touch your feathers.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure to be here, you guys, and an honor. I'm excited to be here and working with you, squad. It's been a fun day so far, and lots more fun to come.
Yeah, nice hat, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, I tried to be as festive as I could for the occasion.
Fitting right
Can I
in.
call you Jess? For a jester?
Oh, I think I kind of am a jester. So
We
that
digress.
Yeah.
The new primitives today on
Live from MMI.
From the campus of Minneapolis Media Institute in Edina, Minnesota, this is Live from MMI. Live from MMI is a collaborative effort with the students and staff from MMI and Minnesota's musical community, bringing education and musicianship together. This week on Live from MMI, the new primitives. Your hosts, Brian Snowman Powers behind the board, and yours truly, St. Paul Peterson. Welcome to Live from MMI. Today and during upcoming episodes, you will get a behind-the-scenes look into how a song is recorded, arranged, and ultimately performed live to two-track. The new primitives were formed in early 1999 by Stan Kipper and Chico Perez. Kipper returned to Minneapolis in 1989 after nearly 20 years in Los Angeles, touring and recording with such artists as Minnie Riperton, Bill Withers, Joe Walsh, Barry Gibb, Little Richard, and Bo Diddley. Stan was and still is a member of the legendary band Gypsy, which was just inducted into the Minnesota Rock Country Hall of Fame just last year. Stan's current band, the New Primitives, have been voted Minnesota's best reggae band, best artist for 5 years in a row. Other members of the band are Chico Perez on percussion and backing vocals, MMI's own Brian Snowman Powers on saxophone, iwi, vocals, and production, Joseph Lightning Peterson on organ, guitar, and keys, Andy Wozniak on guitar, and Jesse Keel on bass. The New Primitives' latest project, American Nomad, was 4 years in the making. It was recorded at Brian Snowman Powers' studio called Snow Tracks in New Hope, OBT in Champlin, and right here at Minneapolis Media Institute in Edina, Minnesota. Special guests on this album include Eric Anderson from Atmosphere, Zach Lazier from Davina and the Vagabonds, and Matt Darling from the Honey Dogs. Stan, being the primary songwriter, said that American Nomad differs from their first self-titled album in that they took more time in the studio to get at what they were trying to do. It's much more dramatic than the first. The performances are richer and funkier, and the new vocal vibe with all of them singing changes make the music way deeper. You can buy the new record online on their website at www.newprimitives.com, The Electric Fetus, or Cheapo Records, and of course one of their many, many gigs in the Twin Cities area. The New Primitives are next, here on Live from MMI.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Paul Peterson, the program chair here at Minneapolis Media Institute, and also the co-host of this wonderful program, Live from MMI. And my co-host is actually sitting on the couch over here, Brian Snowman Powers. Welcome to the show. He's with the band New Primitive. Yeah, Chico Perez in the middle, Stan Kipper on the right. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you, my brothers. Thanks for having us on this wonderful show. What's up, students? You know what? Me and Chico have been doing this for a long time. We've been friends for over 40 years. Ow. We met over a set of drums. We were a couple of rude boys. We looked at each other like we were going to fight. Them drums settled us down, literally. I'm telling you all a true story. We've been on the same path for a long time, and friendship through all this music and stuff is what we're talking about. You know, I know what to do to make him have his best day. He knows what to do to make me have my best day. And the same here with Snowman. It's all about getting the best out of what we're trying to do and bringing a positive attitude about it every day. We play for keeps, y'all. Every time we saddle up, we know what a blessing it is.
So you didn't have a choice in the matter. The music came and found you, like probably every one of the students in this facility.
It did. It really did.
You had no choice.
Yeah, and the fact that we were able to have our thing go from we were just backing a bunch of other people and still grew into the fact that now we're now leading our own thing is really wonderful. You know, it's taken us a while to get it to this point, but now we're in charge of the sounds that we make, and we love that. You know, we're writing and playing the music that we love with people that we love to play it with.
We found people chemistry-wise to share each other's dream. The dream of the thing that we do the best is our art. And we share it, and we guard it, and we respect it, and that's what makes us whole. And we don't give up.
Ever.
Ever.
Well, I think that says it all, right, doesn't
Man,
it?
and finding Snowman Powers is a real blessing, because to have somebody who can come in and hear what we were doing. He's standing in front of me, bouncing around on 2 feet with his bad self. You know what I mean? I said, "Who is this dude?" The old Snowman was like, "Stan Chico, Stan Chico." Like, he ended up being he's produced everything me and Chico have done. He's the first dude I've run into, man, where I could actually get away from the thing and be an artist and not be wondering if the take was good enough, or you know what I mean? I could actually turn that over to him.
He's got the best ears. I mean, he literally is. He brings so much to the table, not only in education, but I too have turned things over to him going, "You got the ears, you have it. He's got it."
Yeah, he sees the end result. You know what I mean? Which is really important. You know, and he doesn't lose track of stuff. I mean, he matched me and Chico energy-wise. We can spin off the tangent and try all this stuff. We still come back to the same path. And we don't judge it as we're going along. We just keep doing it. You know what I mean? We don't say, nah. That don't pop up in there, right?
Right. So let's talk just a little bit about the new record.
Okay.
Tell me what that whole new record is about and how we can get a hold of it.
Chico, man.
Well, it's Stan and Snow are the writers. Pretty much Stan, and then Snow has some tunes on there too, and we've done a few covers on there, but it all came together through Stan's vision, and he moved it to a reggae, funk, R&B love of mine, and hopefully yours,
right.
You know, and that's where we sit right now, and Snow just did a marvelous job on the production of it all, and he brings out the sounds of our drums like they're supposed to sound. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, Snowman recording that stuff flat, right? Mm-hmm. All that stuff recorded flat. Natural sounds, brothers and sisters.
Right.
Really. No hot sauce on the initial tracks.
Right.
The new primitive sound, the new primitives are based really upon the drums and the percussion. And Chico said it a little earlier, Afro-Caribbean, kind of the sounds from New Orleans and from the Southwest. You know, with this great like pop songwriting sensibility thrown in there, you know what I mean? And so making sure that when we record records and do that, all that is represented really well.
So, newprimitives.com, is that where we get it?
Yeah, man, you get it at newprimitives.com. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on CD, baby, all that stuff.
All right, well, I can't wait to hear it live from MMI, and that's what we're going to do next.
Oh, I can't stand it, y'all.
We'll be right back. Perfect.
Yeah,
all
Paul.
Right.
How you doing? I'm Adam Krinsky, and I'm going to be doing your tech tip for this week's episode of Live from MMI. We're going to be talking about guitar amplifiers and some fundamentals in miking an amplifier. Quickly, let's just go over the anatomy of a guitar amplifier. In this particular case, we have what's generally known as a half stack. We have the head, or the amplifier, and then we have the cabinet, or the speakers. And you plug your source, your guitar, into the head, and that sends the signal into the speakers and amplifies the sound. Generally, when you're looking at the speakers, in this case we have a Marshall 412, so there's 4 12-inch speakers in here. You probably want to talk to the artist and find out if there's a certain speaker that they would recommend using. Maybe there's one that's bad, or maybe there's one in there that's exceptionally good sounding. But once we establish that we've got a good speaker and we're going to say it's this speaker, there's a couple things we need to know. In this case, we know our speakers in this area. The center of the cone here is going to be the brightest part of the amp. And towards the edge of the speaker, it's going to get a little darker and a little warmer, maybe a little bassier. So we're going to take that into consideration when we first listen to the tone. Now, to get a good sound, the first thing we need is a great player with a great instrument and a great amplifier. Once we have those things, we're going to be in a much better place to try to get a great sound. So we're going to go ahead and assume that now we have those things. We've got the great player who's holding a great instrument, and we're running through a great amp. And we've decided that this is going to be the speaker that we're going to be focusing on. We're going to listen to it, and if it sounds maybe a little bright, we might take the microphone and move it a little more towards the edge to warm it up or make it a little darker. If it's a little dark and maybe a little too bassy, we might move it a little more towards the center. And we're going to use that as kind of our first starting point, and then we're going to listen to it and make adjustments from there. Now, outside of just having the microphone placed on the speaker cone itself, we also can angle it a little bit to take it one step further and kind of really dial in that sound. So maybe we like the way it sounds, we like the way the warmth and the low end is, but we want just a little more crispness or a little more definition. We can take the mic and just angle it in a little bit. And it's a little finer increment of movement and a little bit different of sound. So that's what we're going to do. So in this case, the other thing I want to talk about is our microphones themselves. Right now we're using a Shure SM57, which is kind of a classic guitar amp microphone. And then I also got here a Sennheiser 421. And what we're going to do with these guys is we're going to put them on there together, and we're going to use these guys to blend the sound. Now what we want to think about, outside of all the things we just talked about, where we put it on the speaker, we want to keep in mind the microphone that we're using. These are dynamic microphones, so they can handle a very high amount of SPL, a lot of sound pressure level. So we can get them really close, really up close to the grill cloth and not be too worried about hurting the microphone. For example, a ribbon microphone is a little more fragile. We might want to be a little more delicate, maybe just back it off a little bit. Now, backing it off outside of also limiting the amount of sound pressure that's hitting our microphone, it also is a way of controlling some of the EQ as well. We have something called proximity effect. The closer we get to the speaker cone, the more bass we're going to get. If it's a little too bassy, we can just back the microphone off a little bit, and that will control some of that low end. So those are kind of the things we're thinking about right off the bat. The last thing I want to mention is if you do have multiple mics on one source, you want to keep in mind the phase relationship of those microphones. So in this case, the 421, the element that actually gets the signal is receded inside the speaker, inside the microphone a little bit. And so is the 57. We want to keep that in mind, and we want to try to get these microphones so that they're not necessarily flush at the top, but that their elements are as close as they can possibly be. Now this information can be found on the microphones information that came with it or online or something like that if you're not sure. But if you're not sure, just listen to it, and if it sounds like you're getting some comb filtering or some phase cancellation, just adjust the placement of the two mics. And sometimes that stuff can be good. Sometimes a little phase cancellation can help the tone. It all depends. It's all very subjective. But those are the things that we're thinking about when we're making the killer guitar tone. So that's my tech tip for this week. Enjoy the rest of your time.
We
Playing Must Be Love off their new CD, American Nomad. Please welcome to Live from MMI, New Primitives.
1, 2, 3. Stop, stop, stop. We gotta go again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Didn't you say that you were gonna love me till the sun come up? Didn't you say that you and me were gonna mix it up? I can't see how we're ever gonna make it till the morning come. Cause it's you and me right now. Let's start the fun right now. No doubt about it, it must be love. No doubt about it, must be love. No doubt about it, it must be love. Must be love, yeah, yeah. A girl like you, you know you look so fine, baby. You can take my breath away. So I believe I'm gonna have to keep you right by my side. Cause it's you and me right now. Tonight is love. It must be love. No doubt about it, must be love. No doubt about it, it must be love. Must be love, yeah, yeah. Must be love. Must be love. Must be love. Must be love, yeah. Must be love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I must be crazy to love you like I do, straight up local, yeah. You got to be crazy too. So I believe I'm gonna have to keep you right by my side. Cause it's you and me right now. Tonight is love, yeah. Must be love. Love. No doubt about it, it must be love. No doubt about it, must be love. No doubt about it, must be love. Must be love, and yeah, love. Must be love, and must be love, yeah, yeah. dirt and road.
What do you think, fellas? We good?
Yeah, man.
Ow! We'll be back with more from New Primitives right after this.
Are you an artist looking for a great design school? You can become a graphic designer debt-free. Minneapolis Media Institute is holding a graphic design contest starting July 1st. One winner will receive a full ride scholarship to the Digital Art and Design program. Don't miss the chance to win your free ride. Submissions are being accepted now through July 26th. Don't wait. Go to win.mediainstitute.edu for full contest details now. Are you an artist looking for a great design school? You can become a graphic designer debt-free. Minneapolis Media Institute is holding a graphic design contest starting July 1st. One winner will receive a full ride scholarship to the Digital Art and Design program. Don't miss the chance to win your free ride. Submissions are being accepted now through July 26th. Don't wait. Go to win.mediainstitute.edu for full contest details now.
Man, what a great show, huh?
Yeah, man. That sounds killer.
I know. Adam Krinsky one more time, taking over for Snowman as my co-host, but the co-host is behind bars back there, or shall we say behind gobos. Don't let him out. I like him in there. I know it. So anyways, what we'd like to do is thank you for tuning in, first of all. And second of all, we want to thank everybody at MMI who allows us to do this program. Kathy, everybody in the marketing team, all the lab staff, and everybody. We sure appreciate everything that they do to make this thing happen. And welcome to the team, man. It was fun to have you.
I want to give a shout out to my student support squad. They crushed it today.
They did.
So I got to give it up to them. I did very little. They did all the hard work. So
well, that's good. Yeah, they're
Thank
great.
you so
And I
much.
think did we get a shot of those guys? Yeah, okay, good. You know what, let's do this one thing. Before we go into the last New Primitive song, Stan, who's playing drums back there, thank you so much, my brother, for being a part
thanks for
of
having
this.
us, man.
Do me a favor, introduce the band, please.
I will. On keyboards, we have Joseph Lightning Peterson on the B3 and on the Mini Moog. Also on guitar, but he ain't playing that today.
Yeah, man.
On congas, congosero, and lead vocalist with myself and my longtime partner and oldest friend, Chico Perez on congas, y'all. Woo. Next to Chico, the newest member of our traveling ensemble, Jesse Kyle's on bass. Go ahead, Jesse. Yeah, man. And over there in the booth, the Brian Wilson of our set and our audio savant. Homeboy from Louisiana playing terrifying saxophone. His name is Brian Snowman Powers, and I bet you can't tell which one he is.
I have a sandbox right next to me with chili peppers in it.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And on guitar, Andrew Wozniak on guitar. You see he's got the flight deck there. And if you look close, you'll see that our brother's in Technicolor and 3D. There you go. New Primitives, y'all.
All right. Well, thanks again to the New Primitives. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and playing for us. Before we have you do one more song, one more shout-out to our students in the control room. Thank you, guys. Wave. You better wave. Say hi, everybody. All-stars. Yeah. This is all about you guys. And thank you so much for making this show pull off without a hitch every single week. So we appreciate that. One more time for the New Primitives. Thanks, everybody. In 2 weeks, Reed Grimm. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Live from MMI. Hit it, guy.
Yeah. All right, Jesse. Highway 126, straight through the desert, East LA. Hey! 126, straight through the desert to East LA. California. You never know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna find, what you're gonna see or gonna find. along the way. Cherry Blossom Highway. Hey! Windows all rolled down, radio turned up all the way. Hey! Windows all rolled down, radio turned up all the way. Homeboy said K-M-A-N-F-A said Baja. Yes, we steady rolling. Yes, we steady rolling. Babe, we steady rolling. We about to make that getaway. We riding Sky Blue Cadillac. Hey. Yeah, they see us coming. Sky Blue Cadillac, yeah, yeah. Sunlight through the windshield, wind in your hair, cold black shades on. You know we don't look back. Hey, don't look back, mama. Ride, ride, ride. Go ahead, brothers. Snowman powers. Hey! Go again, go, yeah! Hey! I don't want to ride the end. No. With you by my side, I don't want to ride the end. No. We gotta turn the Cadillac around, turn the car around, turn the Cadillac around. Baby, let's start all over again. We riding Sky Blue Cadillac. Yeah, they see us coming. Sky Blue Cadillac, yeah. Hey. Sunlight through the windshield, wind in your hair, cold black shades on. You know we don't look back. Don't look back now. Baby, take my picture. I wanna check my profile and my grace. Yeah, they see us coming. The wind all in your face, yeah. Radio turned up all the way. K-M-A-N-F-A said Baja. Homeboy said 5 million watts strong. 500 million. Yeah.
She was looking for just a little bit more than just a little bit, but a little bit is all that I could give her. From the bottom to the top, and now I'm somewhere hung up in the middle of it. Oh, and I'm only hoping to someday be the one who will find it ever. But I'm so average, and she's so unassuming. And it's more than a mile before we bridge this continental divide. And I'm not talking, she ain't listening to me. I don't know where to go, I'm gonna leave it up to her to decide. Well, now I got my good foot pointed in the right direction. You would think that that gives a guy a little better peace of mind. These things escape me, they're out of here without my detection. Why does she wait till I get to the front before she send me to the back of the line? Say, cause I'm so average, and she's so unassuming. And it's more than a mile before we bridge this continental divide. And I'm not talking, cause she ain't listening to me. I don't know where to go, I'm gonna leave it up to her to decide. She says I got delusions of grandeur, and I don't even know what that means. But she's probably right, because she usually is, and she often tells me so.